I'm here with Zach Stein, who is a Bears expert. He has spent his entire life as a huge fan of the team and knows a whole lot about it all. He's going to break down the Bears' current roster organization, their including their wide receiver core, defense, and any team drama surrounding it. Very lucky to have this interview, and very lucky to have it for this class. First question I have for you is, what impact will Alex Leatherwood have on the Bears' offense?
That is a good question. I mean, since the depth chart was released, it looks like that he's currently at the backup tackle spot. I think that's a fine place for him to start this year. I'm hoping that at some point he'll be able to work his way into the starting lineup, either at tackle or at guard. Maybe not this year, but next year. I mean, we have him under contract for the next 3 years.
The second question I have for you is, what is your opinion on if Darnell Mooney will be the Bears' future wide receiver one?
Well, I love Darnell Mooney. Yeah, I mean, he put up 1,000 yards with a pretty shaky season, just a pretty shaky offense, coaching, all that. His route running is incredible. His hands, for a smaller guy, his physicality that he has is pretty impressive. And he's obviously a speed demon. So I think that he can continue to put up 1,000+ seasons every year. For the Bears, I would say you really need to get another weapon to pair with him.
And what impact will the Roquan Smith drama have around the Bears' locker room? It's kind of already solidified itself, though.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, I still think it's still up in the air if he's going to be there for the long term. Mm-hmm. For right now, they seem to have temporarily resolved the issue where Roquan's going to bet on himself and he's going to play this season. But yeah, I mean, I think the fact that he was voted captain by his peers is pretty reassuring. I mean, obviously, it's not that he doesn't, love the locker room there and the guys don't love him. I think he just wants to get paid.
If the Bears' offense this year struggles, what's the best way to evaluate Justin Fields?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's going to be tough to evaluate him if the Bears do anything but make the playoffs, and spoilers, they're not going to make the playoffs. I think that what most people want to see from Fields, keep him healthy, see him, continue to progress, not just be a one-read guy. He's worked on his release a lot in the offseason, so clearly the effort is there. He's improving. He's working to improve his game, and he looks a lot more comfortable in this new offense that it seems like the coaches are actually trying to work with his skills, whereas Nagy, he was kind of just trying to fit Fields in his system. So with Eberflus, Luke Getsy, the offensive coordinator, I think they're going to try and work with him as much as they can.
What would they need to add to the roster to make him better and to make his success more realistic?
Yeah, well, the X receiver, just a big body, physical guy. I think really any receiver. It could be another deep threat guy too, but they just need more receiver talent. And then really just offensive line. We have some talented young guys who are going to roll out there week one as the starters as we approach the beginning of the regular season. But we still need a franchise left tackle. If Braxton Jones' 5th-round pick is going to be that guy, okay. But if not, we need to find a solution very quick. I think that's the most important position next to wide receiver.
Thank you, Zach, for this interview. It was a big help having you here for that. I really appreciate you coming in and helping me with this. Your answers, especially surrounding the Roquan Smith drama and Justin Fields, were very insightful. And I definitely will be looking back on this in the future when I have questions about the Bears organization.